sorry යාළුවනේ ලයිව් එකට ෆක්ඩ් අප් වුණා. ඔය කරන්නේ දැන් ඉතින්. ආයලා මෙතන නතර කරපු දැන් ඉඳන් දාන්නන්නේ. shit මේ කෙලවෙනවම රෙද්ද හැමෝගෙම.
Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is going to be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham sorted that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
That's enough! Keep moving!
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what he gets you. A pine box, little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop, Hickey. Go!
Run.
Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers. Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, big man Haytham, they has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw in with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who, or how, or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool to give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
At ease, men! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Is that a compliment?
Now, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearned for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you,
No. This they did on their own.
you diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
We must now all hang together.
Yes, we must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, We must make it so.
Square syntax complete.
Everything all right?
Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
Let's see. Entar me veterano.
You copy now?
Loud and clear.
What's the plan?
According to our intel, the power source is being worn as a bracelet by some tycoon's trophy wife. We're working on pinpointing her location, but she's most likely inside a VIP booth on the stadium's upper level. I'll update you when I know more.
Now to find a ticket.
Certo. We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else's.
Bit of a dick move, don't you think?
Well, I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
Nakakalimutan ko yan din ko na para. Pulling needle na tayo di. Kakapanik.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. Don't let them see you.
Ayo, mau detected nih.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. Your target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this
Ayo, I
complex.
detected nih mang itu nih me pa
Don't
tadi
let
dia
them
bang.
see you.
Shit.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. Your target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this
Você viu
concourse.
esse homem? Chame a segurança imediatamente se o vir.
VIP area yan nih.
with the crowd and security will never spot you.
Aquele cara tá maluco!
Agora dentro.
If you're worried about being spotted, there's probably a way around security.
Reconhece este homem?
Quick, Desmond! Hide!
Great.
Blender,
They've set up a
do
checkpoint.
something! Stick close to the crowd and you should be okay. Or look for a way around it. Hide! Hide!
Ayo, I detected. Shit. මෙතන යන අමාරුයිනේ අඩේ. පරයන්කෝ.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful.
Você viu este homem?
Your target's definitely
Chame a
in the
segurança
VIP area.
imediatamente
The
subir.
entrance is at the end of this concourse.
Aquele cara tá maluco!
Quick, Desmond! Hide! Blender! Do something!
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
අයියෝ.
Look out!
දුවගෙන යන්නත් බෑ.
You gotta get in there, Desmond. Whatever you do, do it
Preciso
soon,
ver seu
please.
bilhete.
Certo, pode entrar.
Bilhete, por favor.
Não se esqueçam de comprar os ingressos com antecedência para esse espetáculo. Benício
Should really get
Carvalho,
moving. Sneaking past security should get you into the arena.
Bilhete, por favor.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful.
Ini parang pasal itu yang mana lagi.
Você viu este homem?
Your target
Chame a
is
segurança
definitely in the
imediatamente
VIP area.
subir.
The entrance is at the end of this concourse.
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
There's gotta be a way to slip past them. A side room, maybe? Hallway? Something? Stick close to the crowd and you should be okay. Or look for a way around it.
Seriously, what is the deal with stadiums and piss troughs? It's disgusting. And who thought they were a good idea?
Troughs are time and cost efficient.
I don't even see a stall in here. What if I have to take a dump?
Yeah, please just mute the microphone if you do. deveria ter ido longe. Eu vi ele faz pouco tempo.
Watch your back, they're on you.
Shit! Another checkpoint.
You're gonna have to find another way around. Security's too tight here.
Como assim? Trabalho aqui há 15 anos e nunca vi nada como isso. Quem vocês pensam que são?
Sugiro abaixar o tom de voz.
Ah, está bem. Faça a porcaria da verificação. Não tenho nada. Que bando de martinho. Faltam 20 minutos.
Olha, aconteceu, só isso. A gente não queria que acontecesse. Só aconteceu. Sinto muito.
Sente muito? Ela é minha irmã, cara! A porra da minha irmãzinha!
A gente se ama. Pronto, tá aí, tá dito.
Almost there, Dustin. She's just on the other side of the stadium.
Other side?
other side there, man. Sering porap channel. Fucked up pun apa? Kalian live kali.
Use the catwalk to get across. You're really close now. The power source should be in one of the rooms up here.
Aquele cara tá maluco.
Olha por onde anda.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Mata veritino. Mau dia.
Hey!
Hurry, Desmond. If he gets away with the artifact, we're screwed. You can't let that happen.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Ei, olha por onde anda.
Aquele cara tá maluco.
Ei,
Aquele cara tá
olha por
maluco.
onde anda.
Kamu. Ini kain keran. Keran pino. Alam. Knock ko.
Ali está!
Better move. Okay, head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
Sekarang orang namanya kan.
Alguém chama a segurança! Ei, olha por onde anda.
We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
double. Let's not take the database. The mission. The goals. Your father. මොනවද හැල්ලුකුත් ඒවා ඒකට තියෙන විස්තර වගේක් බලන්න source එක net කරන්නේ කොහට කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ නේ හරියට. source එකක් තියෙනනේ මම.
Saved. We sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not. If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world, we lacked the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A 6th, an 8th, a 10th, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not
නෑ බං
have.
එන්ඩින් එක නෙමෙයි.
So we moved on.
මේ රැන්ඩම් සෙට් උනේ මේ කියන්නේ මේ ටිකක් කලින් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. මොකක්ද දෙයක්. අර මොනවද පවර් සෝස් තුනක්ද ඔය සෙට් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. ආ ඒක දෙකක් මං ගාව තියෙන. ඒ ටික සෙට් කරන්න යන්න. මේ මෙන්න මේ පවර් සෝස් එක. තව එකක්
One way to find out.
කියලා ගන්න. දොරක් කරන දැන් ඒ ඇරේච දොරෙන් යන්නේ මම හිතන්නේ ඊළඟ එකට යන්න තියෙන්නේ. ආ තව පවර් සෝස් එකක් තිබ්බනේ. මේ පයින් වෙලද? බෑනේ.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery?
මේක අපි කොහොමද මේක අන්තිමේට කරන්න එනවා බං මම මේක ටිකක් කලින් කරන්න පවර් සෝස් එක දෙන්න
Here we answered and thought that it might be. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat enthralled and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000 more. Might we change the consensus and will the thread away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse. We could not find a way. but forward. We could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking. And instead began to speak. She called out across time in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you.
Fascinating.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Juno, I mean, put that Burkhare kira. Oh, ikari. Nanamu dammi danna manda podda Juno sas scene. සිරාවට ජූනෝ ඉසසයි මෙතන හිර කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අර මේ කොහෙද බං ආයා පල්හාට මං හිතන්නේ. ඉතින් කොහොමද යන්නේ? ඒක තමයි මොබිල් වලට අහුවෙන්නේ. කොහොමද බයි යන්නේ? Rồi mong như thế. Ồ nè, ồ. එකක් දාන්න ඕනද කොහෙද මං හිතන්නේ.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation. I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
So, what's the latest? Learn anything interesting while you were exploring?
They were working on some weird stuff towards the end. Trying to engineer new bodies and store their minds inside computers.
Failure after failure. It must have been hard for them.
I worry about it too. I mean, they say there's something in here that'll help us. But what is it? Why is it locked up if it's exactly what we need?
I don't know. Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe they wanted to make sure only you could reach it.
That's the other question. What makes me so special?
I guess we'll know once we open the door.
පොඩි ටෝක් එකක් දාමු කට්ටිය එක්ක. Cool dada. Cool dada නේ. Dada පේන්නේ නැහැ. ෂෝන් නම් ඉන්නවා.
Unbelievable.
What's up?
Your politicians are constantly referencing the Founding Fathers and insisting they must have been in support of one thing or another. I have never seen such a blatant disregard for history.
That's just typical political propaganda.
It's also dishonest and delusional. How can anyone claim to know what these people wanted based off scraps of paper and wishful thinking?
They're looking for intent. What these men envision for our country and its future.
Idealistic and unlikely. I don't think most of your presidents and senators and judges care what the founders thought. They just want to know how they can bend old words to achieve modern goals. Who cares if they were deists or theists or wanted a central bank? Why do people need the validation? What should matter is what you, as an individual, believe, and why you believe it. What, are we so insecure that we have to find 18th century letters to validate our beliefs? Oh, look, Mum, a dead man agreed with me. Maybe. If you transpose the letters in his shopping list, you can plainly see he was on my side.
Jesus, Sean. It's a cynical way to look at it.
Doesn't make it less true. Look at that. I found a third power source.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Winter approaches. The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know, of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor!
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it.
Ha!
fast travel lagi lang kanya. හින්ට් එකක් ඇවිල්ලා යාළුවනේ. අප්පඩේ දුවන්නෙත් නෑ නේද මම. අනේ පාතිනේ. Battlefield කළේ මේ කැම්ප් යන්නේ. ජෝස් වොෂින්ටන් දැන් මම හිතන්නේ ඔගේ කැම්ප් එක.
Commander.
Connor.
Any word on Lee?
Not yet. My apologies. I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery. A traitor named Benjamin Church, recently released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
I will find Church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
Ah, Connor. What do you think of my work thus far?
The men are bolstered, focused. It is good you have come.
You are too kind. Lord knows my journey was far from certain. The trials we suffered getting here were strange and many. I dressed as a woman, Connor, to evade British spies. Did you know that?
I did not. As a woman, you say?
It is the truth. King George had already stopped our crossing once in Bordeaux, threatening to seize my newly purchased ship, La Victoire, and arrest me. But I was born stubborn, and such a warning could not dissuade me. So we rode for Spain and bought passage aboard the ship there. George's spies had followed us every step of the way. Disguise was the only remaining option, mon Dieu.
No man can doubt your commitment, and you are invaluable to the cause. You did what you needed to do. I am certain I would have done the same.
But of course you would. I expect nothing less.
abandoned church.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But...
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey. They sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land, that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
What do you propose?
A truce. Perhaps some time together might do us good. You are my son, after all, and might still be saved from your ignorance. I can kill you now, if you prefer. Excellent. Shall we be off?
Do you even know where Benjamin Church has gone?
I'm afraid not. I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
I may be able to track him.
පාටිත් එක වැඩ කරන්න යන්නේ.
There was a wagon here, slowly weighed down as they loaded the supplies. Snow has obscured the tracks, but enough remains that we can still follow.
මොකක්නේ පුරාලන්න දෙන්නේ මේ Rengo.
Just my luck. Going to freeze to death if I don't get this fixed.
Are you Ben Church's man?
Well played.
Can't drive London.
It was not wise to run.
What do you want?
Where is Benjamin Church?
I don't know. We was riding for a camp just north of here. Is where we normally unload the cargo. Maybe you'll find him there.
Enough of that.
You did not have to kill him.
Let's not waste time with all this pointless banter. Go catch up with the rest of Church's men. Infiltrate that camp of theirs and see what you can discover.
And what about you?
Never you mind. Just do as I ask.
A bit of gunpowder in those crates. We'll get extra for that.
Aye, Church will be pleased and we'll be rich.
I almost feel bad for the Yanks, shivering and starving out there. It's a hard way to go.
All they need to do is raise the white flag.
They should have done that a long time ago. All this fight serves no purpose. The crowd's sure to win in the end. To waste all those lives chasing a field notion breaks my heart.
First time follow කරගෙන යනවා නාට. මොකද කියන්නේ නැද්ද?
Center camp, near the tree. Can't miss it.
Thank you kindly.
You won't be thanking me when you hear what he's got planned.
About time you showed up. Listen here. Boss wants us to try something new tonight. A raid. No more convoys. We're to steal from the Yank camp itself.
Valley Forge.
That's right.
You sure about this?
It's not my business to be sure or not sure. I just do as Church asks. If you're so concerned, take it up with him.
Is he here?
Of course not. Hiding in New York, the last I heard. Trying to keep a low profile. What, on account of him not wanting to go back to jail and all?
All right, I'm in.
Aduh, gua parah. Shit.
Boy, where's the foreman?
Center camp, near the tree. Can't miss it.
Thank you kindly.
You won't be thanking me when you hear what he's got planned.
About time you showed up. Listen here. Boss wants us to try something new tonight. A raid. No more convoys. We're to steal from the Yank camp itself.
Valley Forge?
That's right.
You sure about this?
It's not my business to be sure or not sure. I just do as Church asks. If you're so concerned, take it up with him.
Is he here?
Of course not. Hiding in New York, last I heard. Trying to keep a low profile. What, on account of him not wanting to go back to jail and all.
All right, I'm in.
Waduh, bisa legar udah hun.
Look what we found.
He was creeping around the camp all suspicious like.
Must be a Yank spy.
Nah, he's something else. Something special. Isn't that right, Hatham? Church told me all about you.
And you should know better than this.
You're not really in a position to be making threats, are you?
Not yet.
Once you've dealt with these louts, meet me in New York.
What? You mean to just leave? Now?
If you can't handle a couple of mercenaries, then we've really no business working together.
Unbelievable.
Kamu. New York. මොකක්ද මේ කඩුවක් පෙන්නන්නේ අම්මට 1 month later කියලා කියන්නේ. කියන්න තැන ගේම වැටෙන්නේ නැහැ. Liberation contract. කයිය ගහන්නේ තියෙන්නේ. මේ මිෂන් ජාතිය මොකක්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක බලන්න යනවා.
How dare you call upon me after Monmouth?
I have nobody else to turn to. The Culper Ring informed me that West Point's been infiltrated. I believe they intend to murder Major General Benedict Arnold.
I still do not see why you need me.
The loss of such a figure would be devastating to the cause. It must be done without my soldiers' knowledge. The mere idea of the Patriots being breached would be crippling to morale, to the war. Will you do it?
It will be done.
Okay, uni road nani.
I don't much care where you find it. Just get me the money, or you'll suffer the consequences and be removed from your